Start video transmission. Post a tweet. We're live. Hey everybody, it's Maplebrook time. I'm
Yo!
Super Ninja 5506, the keeper of this fantastic, wonderful game. And these are my players who are not me.
I'm Swissy. I play West. We're in the middle of some shit right now. But it's fine, because he's always level-headed.
Uh-huh.
I am Boko. I play Adva. She's the cool one.
Sure.
I think if you go by my move list, you will find that. But not my stats. I think my cool stat is bad.
Indeed.
I don't remember
Fair
what
enough.
my cool stat is. My cool is 1.
Josh, would you like to introduce yourself to the class?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, I guess that's Josh.
Josh, you're role-playing Aegis right now, not Connor.
Yeah, it's the same character.
Damn.
They just both throw themselves in harm's way.
Who gave Aegis a gun?
My God, can you imagine? Okay, so
I can imagine.
so last week a lot of
Such
stuff
devastation.
happened.
This is
Such
not
devastation. Last week a lot of things happened.
At least 3 things.
At least 3 things happened, which I will now list to you in rapid succession. You all hit the books, learned some stuff about werewolves, which was not really anything you didn't already know. Connor decided to take a nap because he was quite tired. And West and Adva went back to their rooms to regroup before going to investigate. On her way back to her room, Adva encountered Stacy, who seemed super worried that she had been in a car crash, but Adva just kind of brushed it off, which Stacy did not seem to take well. West,
I told her.
you didn't tell her. You didn't tell her you were in a car crash, but you were very obviously injured and insisting it was fine.
You're like, nah, it's cool, dude. You just like arms hanging off. It's like, nah, it's fine, man.
I mean, I kind of did that when I was in a real car crash. I just went home and played Danganronpa after I smashed my window with my face.
It'd be like that. Anyway, so while you were doing that, West went back to his room, learned that a Stacy Veers from the MU Times, the school newspaper, is looking for him via Rad. While he was kind of thinking about that, he heard whispering from his magic book that Connor bought him off the black market, and said a Latin phrase out loud, which caused his vision to go to someplace and he saw Dracula locking up what appears to be werewolf Jeffany, which is a lot of things that all happened at once. You all went back to regroup with Connor. Connor, meanwhile, while he was asleep, remembered that while he was playing his MMO the previous night, one of his guild mates, more than likely was one of the people that they had saved at the theater in the previous arc from that falling beam that saw West do a magic.
Fine.
So yeah, they woke up Connor. Connor still has a mustache drawn on his face with magic marker, which I forgot.
I forgot about that.
Whoops, I deleted it.
I forgot about that, and I'm gonna have to bring that up at some point. You all decided to investigate Moonlight Run, which is the werewolf bar that Rena and the Lupins run. On your way there, you discovered one of Connor's cousins unconscious in a bush, who seemed to have had her vampire.
Wow.
my vampire.
Also, hello, Malachi.
Hi, Malachi.
And Fampy.
There was a vampire.
Good.
Her vampire powers were gone.
That was a real vampire.
As soon as they discovered this, they went to the bar after hearing some. Did they play Monster Mash in the reception? If Connor was there, almost certainly. I can't imagine Connor didn't request the Monster Mash.
It was the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
That has very different connotations in this setting.
Yeah, because they're smashing.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
So you went to the werewolf bar, found Maureen there with Sans vampire powers, and you found a werewolf there busting out of a car who turned out to be one of the Lupins, a middle-aged man named Gregor. And he started wrecking shit, caused a big ol' scene. Wes discovered that they were some sort of werewolf vampire, and also saw a masked, lab-cloaked figure standing nearby, who he tried to attack as they walked away, but failed, thus exploding a magic marble in his face. You all went back inside the... Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. You all, after incapacitating Gregor, went back into the Moonlight Run, and Connor ran out of the bar to get Maureen because he remembered that he just kind of left her in a bush. Right as you were getting back, I believe West was saying the words, yeah, so I think her vampire powers got put in Gregor. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So Maureen, leaning heavily against you, kind of blinks and goes, "What?" Also, worth mentioning, you can all hear sirens.
Yeah, that checks out.
But we only fought one of those already.
Got him.
Good one.
We're gonna
Just as
need
good as it was 2
earplugs.
weeks ago.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, so she said, what?
I mean, yeah.
But how does...
You mean, yeah, what?
It's been 2 weeks and we've all forgotten to talk to each other again.
Yeah, it's great.
I was letting him talk because he knows about this stuff. I'm just here to stab and banish things.
Far enough.
Near as I can tell, you were a vampire, right?
I am a vampire.
This was literally one of my cousins. Do you know how family trees work?
Yeah.
Connor says with the mustache.
Well, I mean, the deal with humans, though, right? We're all humans, and it just works that way. It just is what it is. You know, it's not like, oh, because he's a human, that guy must also be human. We know, whatever. Anyway.
Motherfucker, what?
Shut up. Shut up. You're confusing me. I'm confusing myself because of it.
Because he hurt himself in his confusion.
Just because we're humans doesn't mean we're all humans, you know what I'm saying?
I hate you.
Oh
Retcon
man,
that
was yeah. We can roll back the time. We can roll back the clock on that one.
Sure.
So,
Because
anyway,
that was
redo.
Maureen, he says what?
yeah. It's rewind time.
I am a vampire.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, it's really about what's inside and not what magical powers you may or may not possess.
Yeah. So, you know, Gregor may have stole your powers, but it's fine. Because there's maybe a way to undo it that we haven't found yet.
Frankly, that we have no evidence of at all.
Yeah, that doesn't sound terribly encouraging, I have to be honest. How does something like this even happen?
Who the fuck is talking?
Rena.
Rena. Sounds
Okay.
like.
Beats me.
That's not as... I was hoping for a more helpful answer, I'll be honest. And you hear the sirens coming up, like, right outside the bar, basically. She's like, I've got to go take care of this. Give me just a minute. And, she steps out.
Drops her bowl of hamburger elbow all over the floor. It's like a real mess.
She throws a bowl of hamburger helper at the wall on her way out. No. Yeah, she just leaves the bar, and you can hear her, like, you can hear some, like, voices muttering to each other outside the bar about, you know, what happened. Yeah, Maureen, like, kind of shoves off of you, Connor, and goes to, like, take a seat at the bar. She's like, does anyone have a drink? And Vlad nods and, like, ducks behind the bar to go, like, grab her something. Meanwhile, Hank...
Speaking of drinks, I rip open a nice...
I mean, your mouth is
Short
still... Your
spoon.
mouth is covered in werewolf blood right now.
Oh, right! I lick my
Yeah,
lips.
just lick your lips. Yeah.
You did tear out
Connor's
one.
doing that. I did tear out his throat
Yeah.
and spilled a lot of blood everywhere, which I am now enjoying. Is there any like on my hands? Can I just kind of?
Yeah.
Finger suck?
Yeah. You probably got it. You
Wes
probably
is
got a little bit.
perturbed by all of this, by the way.
just doing that over there in the corner.
I imagine. Yeah, you see Hank kind of like walks over into your the circle of you three and is kind of like, what is going on? Do you have any idea?
No, but a black market book that I bought for my friend here gave him a weird vision. So does that count?
A vision? A vision of what?
Something not suspicious at all.
Yes. I mean, no. I mean, I kind of, whenever I said the phrase that was in the book, maybe peeked a little too far into Dracula's personal business.
Hank squints.
Yeah, he's trying to throw shade at Uncle. Also phrasing. He's trying to throw shade at Uncle Dracula, saying he got a vision of Dracula with like Jeffany in a cell, like a prison cell.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
why would Jeffany be in a cell?
Exactly. What the hell's up with that? I think this is all easily explained, and we just gotta go call Uncle Dracula about it.
That sounds like.
Is that a good idea?
No, of course.
I mean, he would know I was spying on him is the thing.
Yeah,
and
it's fine.
If it is something sus,
It's not.
then of course he's just gonna tell you, his nephew, that everything's okay.
Because everything is okay. Well, not okay, but everything's okay with him.
What if I talk to him? I mean, he can't lie to me.
I mean, can't he? I lie to you all the time.
Yeah, and I know it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Just know I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like how nothing happened to me that one day.
Why?
Yesterday.
Shut up.
Why?
Shut up.
Oh, wow.
Shut up.
Did you deduce anything from that?
I'm sensing a little hostility. I'm gonna go talk to Vlad real quick. Have you found anything else about the kid?
No. But this is all a very interesting development now that there's some sort of crazy hybrid werewolf vampire thing happening. Did anyone
Hey,
else
Stu.
see anything going on?
Hey, Seuss, because I can't remember, and I'm an idiot, was Jeffany was she a werewolf in the
No,
cell?
no.
Okay.
Jeffany was a
No, she was a
in-
vampire.
In the cell, she was a werewolf. Yes.
Okay, and she's supposed to be a
it's-
vampire, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Also, don't forget, Swissy, you saw that masked man. I don't know if we all saw him. I think just you did.
I thought we all did.
No, I think it was just
well, I'll
you.
bring
Did
that
we
up.
all?
Because you didn't bring it up. You just tried to throw. You go in, hey, and then tried to throw a marble at them. And it
Oh,
didn't
so when
work.
that marble exploded in my face, you guys, I was trying to throw it at a masked figure over yonder, but he got away because I fucked up.
Wait, what kind of mask?
What kind of mask was it, Soups?
It was
Gas
a gas.
mask,
It was
I
a
think?
gas mask.
I was asking
was
you a
a-
leading question.
It was a gas mask,
That's fucking weird.
isn't it?
Oh,
Yes, I will
Uh,
give you a brief description because Swissy seems to have forgotten. It was a figure wearing a gas mask and some kind of lab coat over a like black hazard suit, and there seemed to be some sort of like pack strapped to their back.
Ghostbuster.
It was a
So, yeah,
Ghostbuster.
Wes says that.
Can't wait.
Ghostbuster.
Can't wait.
So yeah, that was pretty sus. There's
That's
a lot of things I'm
incredibly
of right
suspicious. I mean, it sounds like some sort of mad scientist watching an experiment.
now, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Josh keeps on saying things that are more or less exactly what I have in my notes. He's got a real knack for it because you did the same thing with the imp.
And now you are cackling.
Nice.
Listen,
Yeah?
Josh
Josh-
has been watching
Josh-
the stream all along.
Josh is just real perceptive.
What's your
my
perception
highest
stat,
stat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's that stat like in real life, Josh?
In real life, terrible.
Quite low.
When it comes to video games and tabletop games, higher. But anyways, so Connor does say that.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to make of all this. I mean, you can call Dracula if you want. I just don't think it's a good idea.
So, but out of context, was
Yep.
there not a out of character? Was there not a gas mask person involved in the previous incident?
Do you mean during the imp thing or during the
During
during the
the
wedding?
imp, during the imp.
I don't
'Cause
remember.
I vaguely
I don't remember
remember
there
that.
being a gas mask person. The only like suspicious figures you guys have like actually seen have either been
Cult.
have been the one cult girl who like she wasn't masked, she was just wearing like a robe.
Yeah.
And in the very
Yeah,
at the very beginning, in the like post credit scene for the first season, there was a like large figure in a cloak, but they were not wearing a mask.
okay, because I vaguely remembered a masked person from the imp arc, but I may have made that up in my head.
You made that up.
Yeah.
Or I assumed they had. I might have been putting a gas mask on Blackwater instead of a motorcycle helmet. That might have been it.
That's fair. Yeah, Blackwater not involved with this incident, probably.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I hope not, considering Blackwater is Pacific.
Well, you know. Yeah, so as you guys are kind of discussing things, Rena comes back in, and she says, "All right, I think I've settled things with the fuzz for now. So, what is going on? What do we do?"
Well, I'm gonna go call my uncle, whom I trust implicitly.
A little too
Makes-
implicitly, if you ask me.
Makes sense.
It's my family.
I mean, at the very least,
He's also been the head of my family for centuries.
Oh, Rena wasn't in the room for me
What-
explaining the vision thing,
what-
was she?
No. What she does say is like that. That makes sense. We should at least let probably Dracula and the Gabriels know what's going on, considering if they were able to, I don't know, some sort of weird vampire werewolf hybrid seems like it's something that'll be all of our problems.
Oh, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
Dracula
that's right,
already
that's
knows
right.
about it.
She looks a little bit taken aback about this, and she's like, "Oh,
Yeah. So there's this book, right? And it tells her about the thing.
okay."
I tell her about the book.
Have you read the good word?
She's like, It sounds like they're trying to take care of things over there as well. Yeah, you should definitely call and see if you can get more information. We're going to keep, to the best of our ability, we're going to keep Gregor out until we can figure out what to do about this. She kind of like leans in and looks back towards the bar where Hank and Vlad are like kind of nervously like holding hands, and Maureen is fucking like pounding back shots. How's she taking it?
She's drinking. as you
Well, it
can see.
depends. You could say poorly. But that's kind of a negative way of looking at it.
I suppose.
Not
Oh.
inaccurate. Just negative.
Right. She kind of like looks around the bar actually, and she's like, she turns to one of the waitresses who are kind of like attending and trying to clean up some of the mess from the chaos, and she's like, "Have any of you seen my father anywhere?" And one of them looks up and is like, "No, I haven't seen him since before the chaos started, at least." And she frowns. You remember the last time you were here, there was this like grumpy old dude sitting in the corner drinking?
That
And she's like, that's probably also not good. Hey, you two, look into this. I'll clean up around here. And the two waitresses kind of nod and scurry out of the building. And she's like, there's a lot going on right now and I don't like it, but we should try to attack this as a unified front, I think. We'll have the best chance in making sure everyone gets out of this safely. If you need anything from us, just let me know.
Will do.
Cool.
Alright, so, Yep, she kind of like begins cleaning up, and the three of you are sort of left alone in the bar for the time being. I mean, you're not alone. Hank and Vlad are nearby, and Maureen is probably quite intoxicated, but also nearby.
Nearby, but not close by.
Sure.
Her mind is somewhere else.
Sure.
Who's the time being?
What?
About.
Shut up. No, I
Steven
figured,
got it.
I figured it out, but I don't like it. Yep, so that's the thing. Yep, Rena has, yeah. So you two are kind of like left alone for the most part.
You too. What?
You
Which
three.
Okay.
One of us has died.
One of you died while no one was looking.
Adva, West, and the man who looks like Connor but has a mustache.
Ah, yes.
Nobody has remarked on this yet.
Well, neither of us are gonna do it because
Well,
we're
we
both
did it.
in on it.
You did it, yeah. Everybody else is just sort of like in the panic, not noticed, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys can kind of do whatever you want. It sounds like Connor wanted to make a phone call.
Yeah, I do.
Connor, right as you start getting out your phone, you hear a phone ring, and West, your phone is ringing.
I stare at my phone. Ha!
Ah.
Oh,
Wait.
wait, that's not my ringtone. My phone's been on silent for 6 years.
West looks first at Connor and then at Adva, making sure neither of them are the ones calling him, and then he's like, "Oh shit."
All right, yeah.
Like, obviously they wouldn't be calling him, but like they're the only people that have his number, as far as he knows. And then he remembers, and he pulls his phone out of his pocket and answers it.
Yep. It's from an
Yeah,
unknown. It's from an unknown number. You pick up, and you'll hear you hear a somewhat familiar voice. Say, "To whom am I speaking?"
To West, you are speaking.
Ah, West. West's Wordsworth, is it, huh?
Like the direction.
Like the direction.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the one.
Connor is continuously sliding closer to West.
Trying to overhear.
It's just like a long bench.
Well,
West-
we're just kind of standing around.
Yeah.
Ah, he's sidling.
I'm just kind of like, but
West-
I'm just like I'm not visibly moving other than horizontally.
Oh, you're
No.
leaning.
West actively moves away from Connor to a corner of the room where he will
I
not be
actively
disturbed.
move towards.
God damn it!
My name is Stacy Veers. I'm a ace reporter for the Maplebrooke Let me try that sentence again. Ace reporter for the Maplebrook University Times. I'm calling to see if I can set up some sort of interview with you about a recent incident in which you were involved.
Do I have to?
Do you
Wow.
do you care about journalistic integrity?
Not particularly.
She scoffs audibly and gasps. Well, Mr. West, I'll get
Okay, well, I mean,
Connor begins making elaborate hand signals.
I
well, it's
I
not
look
like
at
you can hear
Connor's
any of
hand
this. Fuck
signal.
off. West is actively ignoring Connor.
Connor is nodding vigorously.
I mean, sure, whatever.
All right, how's tomorrow afternoon sound?
Yeah.
All right. She gives you some directions for how to get to the club room for the Maplebrook University Times.
Cool.
So, I'll see you then, Mr. Wordsworth.
All right.
Click.
Sounds good.
Beep.
All right. Well, I'm not fucking doing that. West puts his phone in his pocket.
Are you really gonna
Dude,
stand
Dude,
her up?
you should definitely go. What if it's someone that saw us doing some suspicious shit? You need to know before they just break a story randomly.
Wait, you heard that?
Yeah,
Vampire hero.
vampires.
Ah,
Is that a thing?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I assume
No.
it was.
Well, I don't know what I necessarily want to make canon, but I could see either it is a thing and his hearing's just slightly better, or he's just
He's
got really
lying.
good gamer ears
Ah,
Yeah.
from
It is an old
always
phone, so
for
they
always
are
trying to
louder.
listen to footsteps in his FPS shooters.
This got Connor.
I
play
mean, yeah,
FPS?
you have a point. I had a feeling that's what it's probably about.
Yeah, like you definitely need to go there and lie your ass off, like I do to you.
Yeah.
They can't detect if you're lying.
I just
don't sweat.
reporters sound like the worst thing to have going on right now.
Yeah, but that's why we
Right.
need to manage it and not just. You know how much more suspicious it is if you just go, no, I'm busy, always, forever, for the rest of the time.
I mean, fair, but at the same time, who's going to believe one journalist?
You'd be surprised.
I mean, it's gonna be even easier if they believe one journalist who has a source that says, nah, it didn't happen.
That's yeah. All
Who's
right,
that
I'll
one?
go.
Alright. Nice. So we have
As
an
for the hearing
investigation to do.
now,
yeah. Now you may make that phone call if you so choose.
Sick. I
guess hypothetically you could have done it while that phone call was happening, but
important. things
Connor
had to be
wanted to
done.
snoop.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Conspicuously.
asshole.
All right, so you're dialing up Dracula, I assume.
I am. Ring a ding, baby.
Will
Call
he
up
put
the
it
Ankh?
on speaker or not?
Yeah, let's is there like a side room to this bar at all?
Yeah, you could like step into the back. There's no one back there.
Alright.
Cool.
I'll motion everyone back there.
Yeet.
Yeah, you all step into the kitchen where there is nobody. There's also actually no. How about this? You go. There's like a storage room off to one side. You motion everybody in there as Rena just kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh yeah, make yourselves at home."
Thanks, Rena.
I
That
just
gives
flash
her a
her
thumbs up.
big finger guns.
She rolls her eyes, but she's smiling.
Nice.
All right, yep. You make your ways to the side room. You ring a ding ding, Dracula,
Dang-a-lang-dang.
and you hear hold music for a couple seconds, and then you hear
Connor begins bopping to the whole music.
you hear click. But Dracula's Manor. How can I help you?
Hi, I am Connor, Calvin von Helsing. I'm one of Dracula's various nephews. I was hoping I could speak to him briefly.
Let me just see if he's available, and I'll get right back to you. Click.
All right,
Hold
perfect.
music.
Connor resumes bopping.
All right. You after like a good minute or two, you begin to hear, the hold music cuts off, and you hear, hello, who is it? Connor, I think they
Hi,
said
I'm-
yes.
Yeah, it's me, Connor, Caldwin, von Helsing.
Cool. Not
Connor
a
says
fantastic,
specifically.
not a fantastic time right now. I'll be honest, but yes. What can I do for you, my nephew?
Oh yeah, sorry, I know you're busy. We're just calling about the whole Jeffany situation. One of my friends got a tip that how do we want to explain this? Connor says out loud for some reason. So one of my friends has this magic book, right? And he spoke
Oh,
some
yes.
Latin from it, and it gave him a vision of you and like a werewolf Jeffany in like a prison cell.
West has his hands up,
Which is
Like- non-verbally saying, "What the fuck, dude?"
and they're all like, "Oh, that's suspicious," and I was like, "Nah." So I was just gonna call you and say, clear that up.
I want you to make a roll about this.
You fucking asshole.
Let's see.
It's role play.
Let me check what the rules are, because I think I have them up here. Yep, there we go. Probably a manipulate someone, which is going to be charm. I don't know how charming Connor is.
I got a -2, baby.
Oh, how?
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, that is in
That's
fact
like the best I can get.
that is in fact a failure.
Ah, come on.
So you hear a, "Ah, yes, I thought I sensed something odd. Oh well, I just, everything is handled here. You don't need to worry." And then you hear some crashing noises in the background, and then you hear Dracula like gasp and turn around, and he's like, "I have to go," and hangs up.
All right, bye, Drac. See, everything's cool.
It didn't sound like everything was cool.
Did you?
There's loud crashing all the time.
Does you have that detection when you're listening to someone, or only when
No,
they're
they have to be
talking you?
speaking to me.
Oh.
It's kind of weird now that you think about it. Is that like one of those gift things? Crazy.
No, it's called
Anyway.
a monkey's paw.
Oh, I thought you said GIF for a second.
No, it's
I was gonna
just
say that's like a
But,
moving image on the internet.
a monkey's paw is when you get this thing, but it's very specific or puts you in bad place.
Well, I thought monkey's paw is where you wish for something and it happened, but it was always at a cost.
Something like that, yeah.
Crazy.
But like, sort of like.
What's the
how-
cost for
um,
West's thing? Do you think?
It's that.
I bet it's
only-
early onset baldness.
Oh no.
Adva looks at a West's hair and makes and starts thinking.
No.
Truly a
but-
fate worse than death. Connor brushes aside his luxurious mane of hair.
But
Uh,
other than that, West, can you detect magic on people?
What?
what?
I don't know. You like magic? It's weird. I don't know about it. If you could
Can I detect magic on people? That's a good question. I don't.
You
I
could
don't know.
You could certainly try.
I could certainly try.
You'd have
What-
to
what
try
are you
or
on about?
research it probably.
Well,
Well, yeah. What's your idea?
So, if the her vampire powers were taken, she points out the door at the aspiring alcoholic vampire.
Not a vampire anymore.
Powers, if post vampire.
Hmm,
What?
unsettling terminology.
Out of a
Sorry, a
point
little weirded out by this whole thing. I just became a vampire like a month ago.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
well,
so
hang
if
tight
her-
on that.
Still getting used to it.
if her powers were taken by magic, then theoretically you would be able to detect magic residue on her because, assuming must be recent because we just found her in said bush outside.
Does magic leave like a residue?
I don't know.
Does
West, does
leave
magic
fucking
leave a residue?
Why do you think?
I
I'm
don't
asking
know.
you
I
that?
just
What are
listen,
you?
I just
Okay,
I
so
just
what?
started this shit.
What you want to detect is, do you want to detect whether Maureen has any magic powers, or do you want to detect if her magic powers have moved to Gregor?
It was less that. Oh, but see, like, assuming this was an experiment, there would probably be some residue on her. If there's no magic detected, then we can assume that it was science and not magic.
In short, she's
I-
looking to see
you
if
wanna
any
invest-
traces of magic are left.
You want to investigate Maureen, basically, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Go for
And
it.
I'm asking Wes to do it because he knows about magic and I do not.
I guess I do.
All right. I
I guess I'll try.
Maureen
Wes
is.
steps out of the.
Yeah, Maureen is
storage
currently
room.
slumped over the bar, kind of sobbing a little bit.
Ooh.
I'll
You know what?
stand by it.
How about I'll go talk to her, and you can do the investigate thing so we don't freak her out.
Yeah.
Connor tries to a cool guy walk up to the bar. It fails a little.
This is a thing I keep on forgetting I can have you guys do, is roll help out. So if that 6 could have been upgraded to a 7, and that's my B. If somebody had tried to help out and convince Dracula else otherwise. And
I
I
have
need to
well,
remember
yeah,
no
that
but I
idea
guess.
how we could have helped.
He didn't know
them.
we were standing there, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's up to you guys. But it's just remember, it's a
Cool.
thing you can do. Is like, if somebody rolls a
Oh, that's
6,
good.
that's able to upgrade to a 7.
Or
if
does
somebody
the help
rolls
out
a-
have to be done before the roll is done, or can it be done after?
It can be done after. It's just if you fail
Okay,
your
then
help
no.
out roll, you expose yourself to the trouble.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. So just
Right, nice. Anyways. What?
Okay. So
You were talking about Maureen.
yeah. So you want to go investigate Maureen? Connor, you want to try to butter her up
Yes.
first,
Yeah, well, I mean, she's my cousin.
or are you
I
just
do-
going to like distract her while Wes does some like checking about into stuff?
I just don't want to traumatize her by being like, hey, so with the whole drinking and everything, we're also going to run some tests, you know?
I don't think we're doing tests. Like, well,
Is this a thing like West reasonably might have learned at some point? Because like, if not, I don't know how to.
What I
approach
was
this.
going to have you do is roll to
investigate a mystery.
yeah. I was going to have you investigate a mystery because that is what you were doing. Whether
It's
that's
quite literally
whether how
what
you're
we're doing.
investigating is magical or just like checking over.
You may want to start working out as some sort of way that you, like, study magic on West.
Well, I was in the hospital for a month. So,
Yeah.
Like, there were,
I
even
mean,
in the
like,
time
going
skip, there was no
forward.
time for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just mean, like, if you're like, gonna be like, I'm going to study, like, maybe, like, pick, like, a school or something.
Yeah.
And then we could reasonably...
That's why I want to change
guesstimate.
into the whatever
Spell
that
slinger.
one class is. Yeah, because that's what they do.
Just fail more, Lamau.
Meow meow!
All right, so
Oh, shit. I had leveled up
Let's
last
do the
time.
thing.
you did.
Oh, fuck. I forgot.
You did.
Damn it. How's everyone else doing on levels, by the way?
I have one more box until I am level. You know, it'd be nice if there was like a
got 3
number
more.
somewhere.
After I take this box, my
Oh,
next
I'll be level 5 on the next one. Ooh.
My next one will let me pick an advanced thing.
Nice.
Steven,
Yeah,
does it
that's
make
level
sense for
5.
me to also have a haven?
I would say if you wanted to like use it to add stuff onto the main haven, I think that would be cool if you wanted to do that. Or if you wanted to have your own shit like in your house, you start converting rooms to monster hunting rooms or something.
It's either
Anyway.
that or I up of skill.
Anyway.
Yeah, none of these are that impactful. I'll just level up next time.
No problem. All right, so you mosey on up to Maureen, who is leaned over the bar
east
sobbing.
side. Hey there, sport.
She kind of looks up at you with bleary eyes.
How you doing?
Hank just kind of looks at you from the other side of the bar and shrugs.
I'm not talking about right now.
You know, it's been better. This drink's
Yeah,
real good
been a-
though.
Yeah, been a big day. Big day here.
Mm-hmm. She takes another drink. Another
Cool,
sippy.
cool. What do you got there?
Looks like cognac to me.
This is yes, cognac. Yep,
See?
that one.
Nice, nice. Those are good.
Connor has never having had one in his life.
So are you just trying to distract her so Wes can like kind of look her over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm
I'll have you do.
hoping West starts soon.
Yeah. I'll have you do investigate a mystery, and I'll have you take +1 forward because Connor is trying to like help, and this woman is quite helpless. Hey, a 13. Nice. So the questions for investigate a mystery, are what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can hurt it, where did it go, what was it going to do, what is being concealed here. Some of these things I think you already know the answer to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What is being concealed here, I guess?
So you kind of like look her over, and at this point she's taken off her suit coat and rolled up her sleeves a little bit, and you see that on her left arm there is what appears to be a kind of like red spot in the shape of a hand. I'm trying to open my notes real quick so I can tell you which hand because it's specific. But
Ooh.
It's Pacific.
it's
Oh my
Pacific's
God.
hand.
hand.
It's Pacific's hand. Yeah.
It's you can identify it as the hand of the late great Abraham Lincoln.
Hot damn. Can you
That's
imagine?
7 fingers.
Wait, hold on.
Little known Abraham Lincoln. fact.
Scrolling.
He had 7 fingers on each hand. Made
God,
his
my
fists
notes.
extra powerful.
Yeah, well, George Washington
it's
had
right.
like 30 goddamn dicks.
It's
I'm aware of this.
it's a right hand like marking on her arm.
Okay.
Communism. It
What?
strikes again.
It basically looks like somebody like grabbed her on the wrist really hard.
Right.
And slorped the powers.
Huh.
And yeah, that is what is being concealed. You do have one more question. I don't necessarily know that any of them are relevant, but
Yeah, I don't think literally any of them will work in this situation.
what
So
happened here? What
instead,
sort
I'll
of
just,
creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to
Yeah,
do?
but I don't know how Wes would deduce what
Could
happened
we
here. or
twist what
creature it
happened
is.
here into how
How?
this happened?
I mean, I don't know how.
We're not gonna be able to
I would deduce
ascertain
that
like
from
a
a
new
hand.
information, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
necessarily.
Unless I had somehow read about it off.
And
off the
I
cuff,
don't
you know?
think
Which
you
would be
did.
awfully Deus Ex.
that'd be quite wild.
So instead, what I'll do, I want to compare the hand of the werewolf to the hand upon her arm. Obviously, I don't think, it's gonna match.
All right, so you walk into I think the kitchen is where they're keeping Gregor like sedated for now. But you
And he stared at his hand.
Yeah, you kind of like. I mean, there's not going to be a better way to do this other than dragging him out here and
Praise his hand.
you puppeting his hand to grasp her wrist. But I'll say like you go into the back and you borrow. I guess you can like bring Adva with you to like take a picture with her phone. You like compare the size of Gregor's hand to the size of your hand, and then you bring it back out and kind of like compare your hand subtly to the size of the mark on Maureen's
Efforts
arm
as this is happening.
as Connor is distracting her while she kind of drunkenly just kind of says shit. And yeah,
No, I think it's a great business idea. Who doesn't want their bouquets to also come with a cat? I mean, who doesn't like cats? Am I right? Just a
Cats.
live cat right in there with the flowers.
cats are so good. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
the
I get
hand
that.
the hand does not match up. No, it's not his like hand print on her wrist.
Right. It's kind of what I figured would be the case. But I will keep this
This hand with
picture.
You will keep this
This
photo
belongs
of
to me now.
a man's hand on Adva's phone.
Oh no, I was talking about
Adva's
Gregor's.
phone.
Just Gregor's hand in general. It's yours
Wes just keeps Adva's
No, no,
phone.
no, no,
He just
no.
puts it in his pocket.
No, I realize now that that's dumb because I don't have a picture phone. Ugh.
Yeah, that's
now. I will keep it though.
That's entirely on you, man.
yeah. You didn't.
Can
flip phone
can
was
I
your
nudge
idea.
Adva? I'm gonna nudge Adva and be like, "Yo, take a picture," and like put my hand next to the mark as best I can.
Sure.
That way, I have that just so I have my hand as a reference,
She
next
takes
to
the
the mark.
picture.
Cool.
Don't worry about the shutter sound. Let's
How
sound
much
like
bigger
a gun
is it
talking.
than? How much bigger or smaller is it than West Hand?
It's bigger.
Okay. Cool.
It's bigger in your hand, but smaller than Gregor's hand.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Yep. So you've done that.
Now this is a question I have, Soups.
Sure is a
Just
question.
out of character.
Yep.
Is it reasonable to assume I can only do that Latin phrase whenever the book is whispering?
So I'll tell you what I was going to have the book do for you mechanically. And this is something that like I guess we can kind of determine how we'd like to do it. I was kind of going to let you use the book like once per thing to try to like if
Mystery?
you're stalling in the investigation or like you don't know where to go, use it as kind of
Okay.
like a hint.
Okay.
Oh hell.
If you wanted to use it again to do the same thing, I mean, I think right now you don't really know how it works. You just kind of said the thing and the
Right.
thing happened. Because that phrase, what
Right.
that phrase is it's something to the effect of reveal what is hidden in Latin.
Oh, nice.
Reveal what is hidden.
But I was
And
basically
you
going to
were
give that
all
to you
like,
as
why did you buy me this, Connor?
but at the cost of you do take a harm when you use it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now. That is the drawback.
Yes. The drawback is that it hurts you psychically.
Well, I was
See,
thinking of
I
using
make
it
the
to
best gifts.
see if I could, like, I don't know. I guess it wouldn't go back to the same place twice, but
Yeah, we
to
have no
see
idea what it would do.
to see what cut off Uncle Dracky so quickly.
I mean, we could just go to his manor.
I mean, we could. That's true.
I don't know why you would, because he probably just like had some sort of tennis incident.
Is this all out loud? Because I was still. I mean, whatever. It transitioned to out loud at some point.
Yeah.
It's like, I wonder if I could look in the book again.
Yeah, and then
Then-
the rest of
yeah,
this
yeah.
conversation happened. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
He does love his tennis.
if it's just tennis, that's great. But I would like to know, you know. And if he needs
Not very
our help,
trusting, are you?
no, you know me.
Do I?
I didn't trust you for a while.
I'm hurt. Is it because of the constant line?
It doesn't help.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't do it anymore.
That's
a
a
lie.
It's that hurts.
That's I
Wes
don't
just
I
says,
don't
"Why
I
don't you
don't
hurt me?"
I don't want to put lies into Connor's mouth, but that one feels like a lie.
Oh, it absolutely was.
Oh yeah,
Because
absolutely.
Connor's still lying about the thing that happened yesterday.
Yeah, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
The good news is he's not good at lying.
So it's always like very obvious.
He's just stupid.
I mean, I kind of want to go there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they might not be able to let us in if he's busy. But
Well,
we can go out and ask, and then you'll see that nothing's going on.
What if we just went in?
Yeah, like I said, we can ask. But if he's busy, we're probably not gonna get in. And you'll just have to live with that.
Fair enough. Soups, is it going to be a waste of time if we go and they just don't let us in?
I would never. You guys can do whatever you want. I mean, like, you have means of entering places you're not allowed to be.
That's what I was kind of roughly implying, but I don't think Connor's taking.
I mean,
that
I
in.
could just teleport in.
Yeah, that's what like, you've all been there, so Adva can just, like, teleport into the house if she wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got. Sorry, I have a new calling. I'm gonna start robbing banks.
I mean, if they don't let us in, Connor, we could always, you know, sneak in.
Go home. Wait,
We
what?
can- What?
I'm sorry. It sounded like you were advocating for breaking into my granduncle's house.
I mean,
This
when
is
you
a-
put it that way,
It sounds highly illegal. Yes.
yeah, but
How does it sound to you, Wes?
I mean, I feel like there's many things we've done that probably aren't legal.
Name one.
Shooting a gun.
It's not
without a
illegal to
fucking-
shoot a gun.
Without a fucking permit. I'm
You
sure
don't need
you
a
don't have
permit to
permit.
shoot a gun.
That I have one.
I think the word you're looking for is.
We're in Minnesota, my guy.
I don't know the laws in Minnesota.
Is
Wes
that
does.
Is that
I
Swissy or?
don't. Yeah.
I don't
Wes
know
knows.
the
I
law.
don't know.
I don't know the
fucking
laws
know.
in Minnesota either.
Was it
I'm
Florida?
gonna go
Shut up.
ahead and assume they're very similar to laws in Wisconsin, which is perfectly legal to discharge a gun as long as you're not disturbing the peace and you're adequate distance away from people, property, roads, things like that.
Okay. But all this to say, now is not the time to really care about the fact that we're breaking in somewhere.
Didn't we break
Uh,
into the theater?
Yes, we did. But here's the thing: the theater is not full of literal vampires.
If you're with us, I think we'll be fine. You're a
Yeah,
Caldwin.
but what if I
whatever.
get ostracized because I'm the fucking weird upstart, fresh vampire who broke into Uncle Dracula's house with his weirdo friends?
Well, what if your weirdo friends went by themselves?
Now there's an idea. But then but then you guys don't have me there.
I mean, it's a risk. You like risks.
Hmm.
Does Connor like risks? I feel like that's I feel like that's the thing Wes just kind of said.
Yep, it is.
Connor doesn't have a.
I mean, he's basing it off the several times he just charges into things.
Well, that's because Connor is young and invincible,
Even more
and
so
and
now.
has been correct. The ink has been correct every time. I always walk out of fights with the least harm. Well, why don't we just go there and then we can see if they let us in?
Right, and if they don't, we'll just go in.
If they don't, we will let ourselves in. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got it.
Or we could go do something actually useful to the investigation.
What, like what? West's interview?
Yeah.
That's tomorrow.
What if he's being interviewed by
Dracula?
the person doing it?
By a Stacy? Are you sure about
that?
that?
That seems unlikely.
It's always the people you least expect, man.
But that would make excellent.
No, I more meant we could go start like researching.
We could read the books.
What are we gonna research?
The internet.
You know what? That's like, I've had an idea. I open my phone. I assume we have a group chat. I at Nigel.
I mean,
you
I'm
know
not
about
in it.
Oh, don't worry about it. Better that way.
Yeah, we do share some fire memes in there. Connor posts a picture
Connor
of a dog.
shares memes in there.
Only Connor does. No one else ever responds with a
Nigel
meme.
occasionally shares boomer memes.
He
not even.
just puts his Lowe's links in there so he can find them later. But Adva adds.
He shares Dilbert comics.
Oh, no, don't do this to Nigel. But Adva adds nudges like, Nigel, do you know anything about vampires losing their powers?
No.
And then Connor chimes into the chat. Oh, and also those powers specifically being added to a werewolf.
You see the three dots of someone is typing for a little bit.
West
And
is peering over Adva.
And he just responds, WTF.
I type fast. That sounds like a no.
It definitely wasn't a yes.
Well,
Yeah,
if you change the
no.
letters around, it could be.
I'm just saying, what if we start looking up mad scientists?
He's like, do you want... He responds, do you want me to look into it?
Yes, please.
It can't hurt.
Oh,
See?
instead of
Now
saying
we
yes,
can
please, I
multitask.
send that gif of Jack Nicholson nodding.
Nice.
He hits...
See, now we can multitask. If
He
Nigel's looking into it,
He hits you with one of these.
Nice.
Nigel's cool.
Alright, so it sounds like
Yeah.
It sounds like y'all want to go to Dracula's house.
I guess we're going to Casa de Dracula's.
How do you want to get there?
I call
How do we
Benson.
want to get there?
Alright, you call Benson.
Benson.
Yep, Benson comes to pick you up, although he has to park quite a ways away because there's like a police blockade, like blocking off of this part of the street now.
Yikes.
Fair.
You notice a lot of the cops around are very Lupin-esque. They have the, shaggy brown hair and bright green eyes of Lupins.
Interesting.
So
Yeah,
they kind of like
Lupins
they kind of
run
like
a lot of
K9
security.
unit.
What?
It's the
What?
K9 unit.
Oh, I see.
I see.
Yeah, they kind of give you like a wink as the three of you pass to get to the Benson mobile. And yeah, Benson takes you down to Dracula's house.
Things.
And like as you're going there, he kind of looks in the mirror at you and he's like, "You may want to wipe that off before talking to the master, sir."
What? I look in the
Oh.
mirror.
You see nothing. No, I'm kidding. You see the.
You don't show up in the mirror. That's right. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I see nothing in the mirror. Oh god damn it! I forgot about this. What is it?
No,
Oh, you can probably
you
check
have
out your phone.
I'm gonna go with vampires do appear in mirrors because that's hilarious.
Oh, thank God.
Hilarious as that would be. No, yeah, you see that there's a very Dracula-esque mustache upon your face.
What the? Connors pauses and then slowly
Wes is looking
turns
out the window.
to Wes. Did
Wes
you
is looking out the
fucking-
window.
What are you, 5?
It wasn't me.
Oh yeah, it was Adva, I'm sure. She seems like she really has a good yuck about things like this. Come on, West, grow up.
Wes just looks past Connor at Adva. I'm assuming Connor's like in the middle or some shit. He just like leans and looks at Adva past Connor, like, tell him.
What do you want me to tell him?
It was you.
Was it?
I watched, but it was you.
Look, I'm just saying, stop trying to pin your shortcomings on other people.
Okay, fuck
I'm
it. It was
scrubbing-
me. Whatever.
I'm
I don't
scrubbing
care.
the
Let's
mustache off.
Let's
Yeah.
just get where we're going.
Yeah, you
Could at least
you
given me a cooler mustache. Could make goatee.
Yeah, well, tell her about it.
you all arrive at Dracula's or at the road up to Dracula's manor. But you actually like as you're getting in, you drive up to the gates and the gates are closed and there's a couple of butlers and or maids at the gates. And Benson stops the car. He's like, I think this is as far as I go, so. I mean, you can just ask them to open the gate, I suppose, but you may want to talk to them.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. As you get out, you see that Connor. I want you to roll sharp for me.
Yeet.
Would somebody like to help out with
That's
this one?
XP.
Can I help out?
Sure. Connor's kind of
What should
like
I roll?
Connor is looking at the Connor's like looking at the one of the butlers that's nearby, kind of like quizzically. So if you want to help out, roll it's plus cool.
Okay. Is it an act under pressure kind of roll? Because I would
Nope.
roll cool or sharp instead. Okay, just making
No.
sure.
It's
It's
help
help
out
out.
is
It's
its own
different.
roll. It's an 8. So on a 7 to 9, your help grants them +1 to the roll, but you expose yourself to trouble or danger. So West, you
Does Connor still get XP for this?
I think so, yeah. Well,
Okay.
+1 to their roll, no, I don't think so. Because it adds to their roll, so his roll becomes a 7 now. You notice with West's help that one of these, you remember one of these butlers from the reception? And at the time, they were definitely human. But as you're kind of approaching them to kind of ask what's up, you notice that the former human butler now has red eyes.
What the fuck?
And as you kind of roll up, they're like, "Hey, what can I do for you, bud, pal?"
Hey guy. So I was on the phone with Dracula, and there was furious crashing noises. So I was just wondering if he is like, if everything's good.
He seems to hesitate, and he turns towards the other maid that's at the door, and she kind of like looks over at you guys and like, "Oh, you guys are the that's Connor. You're Connor von Colwyn, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me.
She kind of like looks at the other guy, and then they're like, yeah, we could probably let you in. Yeah, we'll open up the gate. Just go on ahead.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.
Have a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Are we taking the car the rest of the way, or are we just walking at this point?
You can just walk
I
up the
feel
rest
like
of the
it's
drive.
so no,
All right.
there's no reason to
So
take-
as we're walking, Connor gives an "I told you so" look at everyone else.
Wes squints.
Breaking in. Yo, that guy was definitely a human last time I met him, though.
Yeah.
That's been like what, 3 days?
Yeah. So I mean, like, that's kind of weird. I mean, like, even I had to go like ask permission to be made a full vampire, and I was halfway there already.
I can't imagine they just give it out to humans, all willy nilly.
Steven, do I know with my Helsing lore knowledge if they like make it, if like it's common to give it to humans? I'd assume not.
So it isn't really. There usually has to be like some sort of special circumstance. Like that, generally speaking, most vampires can't actually like turn people.
Right.
Like
They're probably
family
just
heads
Dracula.
Family heads are pretty much the only ones that can. Yeah, Dracula's the only one you know of that like can just turn people. So yeah, it's definitely weird.
Yeah, I relay that.
Huh.
So as you are making your way into the house, you notice that there's actually like slightly less of a maid presence than usual. Usually there's like maids all over the fucking place, but even as you get to the door and kind of like walk in, like no one greets you at the door, which is weird.
Connor's getting sketched at. This is weird.
Can I look around, see is there like anything sussy? Can I investigate?
Sure. What kind of role is that, do you think? Let me see what these... I don't want to just do investigative mystery. Let's do this. Let's do read a bad situation because it feels suspicious in here.
What's that? Which
Sharp.
one's that?
Sharp.
Okay, I mean, I'm good either way.
8. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
Is there anything we haven't noticed yet?
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet? You hear shouting coming from somewhere down one of the hallways. And Connor, as you hear this, you know that direction is the direction that leads to kind of the sub-levels of the house. And the shouting sounds kind of panicked.
All right. So does West hear the shouting? Hears the shouting?
Yeah.
Well, I investigated it, so yes.
Yeah, West hears it.
Are
And
you
then
relaying? Are you saying anything?
You guys hear that?
What?
I
Shouting.
tweak my gamer ears.
Yeah, you can
West,
hear. Now that West has pointed it out, you can hear it too. There's a ruckus
West,
coming from that direction.
I sprint.
All right.
Oh.
And of course.
Oh, we're doing this again, huh?
All right, so Connor takes off at full speed as the two of you, I guess, try to follow him. Although you don't know the layout of this house.
Keep up as best as I can.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
and
don't know
also
the
he's
layout of
fast.
the house as well as Connor does, and Connor's also wicked fast. So this is going to
Yeah.
be,
Sucky for us a little bit.
yeah, probably. So since Connor gets there first, I'm gonna say like as you round a corner into the basement, you see a door that you've never actually been in, but it definitely sounds like the noise is coming from behind it.
Is it locked?
You test the door.
I test it.
It is locked.
I try to tear it off the hinges.
Okay. Let me think. How about you roll an act under pressure?
That's cool.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, on a 12 plus, or on a 10 plus, you do what you set out to do. Yeah, you grab the door handle and just kind of yank it as hard as you can, tearing the door off. And as you tear the door off, you see a person that was like slumped against the door fall backwards onto the floor. They are bleeding out. They don't look great. And you know
Who is
this.
it?
It's not. I guess it is someone you know, just not personally. It's one of Dracula's like butlers, one of his vampire butlers. And
What the fuck?
Yeah, as you look down the hallway, based on the description West gave you, you guess that this is kind of the cell block that Dracula was keeping Jeffany in. And right about now is when West and Adva catch up.
Perfect timing. Someone take care of him. I sprint.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that?
I am certainly gonna try.
Yeah, West, as
Where
you
is he?
glance down this hallway, West, you do recognize it as this is kind of where the beginning of your vision started.
Nobody has healing magic of any kind, do they?
Nope.
Nope.
I can just like fight depression. I can't actually heal people.
That's fun.
That her class could do that because it
But
can
I
do
didn't.
anything.
I didn't take it though.
She just doesn't have enough
I
panache
don't have enough slots to take that one.
to take all of the busted materials now.
There was a time I tried to stabilize my own injuries. Could I try and like translate that? I guess.
Didn't you
to
say you
another
were gonna look
person?
into healing magic at some point?
Yeah,
I
but then he
was,
was
and then I got
then
my
he was in the
fucking face
hospital.
blown out.
Then he was in the hospital for a
Unfortunate.
month.
Is it possible that while in the hospital, I just like subtly practiced it on myself?
You could just
time.
you could also just use fucking like, you know,
Normal.
field medic stat
Yeah,
tactics.
I asked where he's bleeding from. You didn't provide an answer.
He's bleeding from a couple of large slashes across the chest region.
Yeah, I gotta field medic the shit out of those, I guess.
All right, you're gonna start tying wounds.
I mean, you really
Adva-
just gotta put pressure on it.
Yep.
All right, West, you're gonna
Tourniquet that bitch.
you're gonna try to help that vampire. Adva, where are you going? Are you gonna help West, or are you gonna charge after Connor?
Yeah, okay. I've been put in a difficult choice. Either way, I'm leaving someone by themselves.
Just go.
You're not leaving West by
Okay,
himself. He's
dude.
got a vampire here.
That's not great.
Wes tells Adva to just go on ahead.
Okay, buzz me if you need help.
Yep.
All right, so you
And
take off
she
down the
also
hallway.
take the front.
At the very end of this cell block, Connor, you find a Dracula's kind of standing off to one side, and there are a couple of different human butlers and maids around, surrounding a chained giant werewolf-ish figure that you surmise is probably werewolf Jeffany. As she struggles against the restraints, it looks like one of the leg restraints has already been broken. There are still there's a shackle on both arms and one on the other leg, and Dracula is like, "God damn it! Why is there nothing I can do about?" And he turns to you, Connor, as you arrive, and he's like, "Oh, so you've come."
Yeah. What the fuck?
I stored
That's the first question.
tales of how under control I had this may have been somewhat exaggerated. I didn't want to get you involved because this is going to be complicated. I cannot get closer to that creature with ill intent.
Because of the barrier, I also say showing up.
Yeah,
Yes.
because of the contract. We
The
had
con-
that same problem with the vampired. What was the guy's name again?
Gregor.
Gregor.
Yeah.
There's that same problem with the vampire Gregor. Hank and the Katrina Lupin.
The Katrina.
Katrina's.
yes.
I forgot. It's like
Rena
Katrina
is the
and
older
Lupin.
one. Rena is the
Rena?
head of the family. Katrina is her
Rena, okay.
sister.
Yeah, Hank and Rena couldn't get anywhere near him.
This happened somewhere
Luckily.
else.
Yeah, it happened outside of. Oh, fuck.
outside the
Moonlight
Lupin
Run.
bar.
Yeah, Moonlight Run. It happened outside Moonlight Run.
Why didn't
We
you?
also saw a weird scientist guy.
Well,
There's a lot.
West saw him.
Sounds like a lot going on. Yes, specifically, the pact prevents us from doing harm to the other factions. So I believe that because this is a werewolf-esque creature, even though for all intents and purposes that is Jeffany as far as we know, but we can't get any closer to attack. So I have to have my human staff kind of keep her down, and as you can see, that is not going great.
No, humans are fairly piddly for the most part.
Hey,
West
You're
is
not
out of
here.
earshot.
Shut up.
Wes is out of earshot, but one of the butlers goes, "Hey."
Well,
oh,
I'm
am I?
here.
How far is the door from where they're standing?
I said for the most part. You are outside the most part.
Yeah, they're at the they're
I
like
mean,
the end of the hall.
obviously.
They went like pretty far down the hallway. Like,
Okay.
it's a straight shot
Frankly,
down,
you
but
should-
they're
if
pretty
anything,
far
you should
away.
be nerfed.
Can I roll to make this dude good for a bit so I can go in?
Sure. Act under pressure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it is good. Hey!
Yeah, they're fine. You bandage him up to the best of your ability and start running down the hallway. And right as you do this, Connor and Adva, you turn back towards him as he's like running at you. Like, hey, I stabilized, I fixed the guys. And right as you do that, you hear the sounds of several gasps and chains breaking.
Oh.
I summon gun.
As Were Jeffany breaks free and smacks two of the human guards aside and roars menacingly at the three of you and Dracula and the other two humans.
And the people who are not incapacitated.
Right. And
She roars at everyone.
Yep. And I think we're going to end there because if we do a fight, it's going to be pretty lengthy.
Yeah, fair.
Josh has to work.
And Josh has to
Yep.
work, and I don't want to keep him.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
that's going to do it. There's some drama now, and I actually have now reached the end of my notes, so I have to make new notes.
Did we go where you were expecting, or no?
I didn't know what order where you were going to do them in, but I figured you'd probably hit up both the bar and Dracula's place.
Cool.
I mean, like, I haven't given you other places to go, really, so I figured you'd probably
Fuck, dude,
follow
imagine
the clues.
Disaster if we hadn't hit up the bar at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? It's about balancing, like, okay, these things are going to happen regardless, or is this a good story thing if I just make this happen when they're not there?
Right. Fair enough.
It's a balancing act,
I mean,
because, like...
that's another thing, is we can't be at every incident, so theoretically at some point that's gotta happen.
Perhaps.
But
yeah,
it hasn't happened yet.
that's going to do it for us for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for the Golden Sun. Have a good night.
Sun.
Bye.
Bye.